After that, stinkmeaner does his weird ass chant like he's been waiting for this moment his entire life and smacks the fuck out of Granddad's leg. Now, we've all seen the typical menaces of anime. You know, stuff like Kid Buu, Broly, hell, you could probably even throw Eren Yeager up in there. But I haven't seen too many people dive into the unofficial animes before. You know, stuff like Boondocks, Avatar, probably even Teen Titans. So today, we're gonna talk about one of the biggest menaces in unofficial anime history. That's right, stinkmeaner from Boondocks. Now, you know how much of a menace you gotta be for your first few seconds of screen time to be pure chaos? This nigga was on screen for 8 seconds and already caused 5 wrecks. He proceeds to go into a handicap spot, crash into a car that's already there, and then got the audacity to say,
I know nobody in my street other than handicap spot.
Then this nigga tries again. Like, bro, I know your old ass is blind and all, but I know damn well you felt that car there. So we get his backstory, and as I'm listening, this nigga's more of a menace than I actually thought. Do you know how ignorant you gotta be to be hating on happiness and kindness? This man is looking at this beautiful scenery in just pure disgust.
Man, this some old bullshit.
On top of that, he lost his eyesight to cancer. And I know what you're thinking, oh, that's horrible. Nah, don't feel bad for that nigga. You know what's the first thing he said when he found out he couldn't see anymore?
At least I don't have to look at your glass no more.
Like, damn! You just lost your eyesight and the first thing you do is start cooking niggas? On top of that, he was only supposed to live 3 more years. And you know what he does? Bro decided to dedicate the rest of his life to savagery. Who hears they're about to die soon and be like, I bet I'll make everybody as miserable as possible. Nobody even knows why he lived longer than expected. But this nigga thinks it was because of the negativity and the hatred that he spread. He literally thrived off negativity. Alright, now back to the present. Stinkmeaner gets out of the car and declares anybody that's in this spot is getting an ass whooping. Pause for a second. Look at Granddad's face. My guy just got some new shoes and he already got to deal with the bullshit. My guy's tired. So they start arguing and I realized something. Listen to the way he says nigga.
Nigga.
This nigga needs to be exercised immediately. Nobody in their right mind says nigga like that while tilting their head like they're from the ring. On top of that, listen to what he says about running people over.
Getting run over by me is as close to an honorable death as most of these people gonna get. Some days, I'm quite the humanitarian. I think I hit a wheelchair on the way over here.
This nigga just don't give a single fuck. The way he talks about hitting the wheelchair knowing damn well what the fuck be attached to wheelchairs got him smiling. Bro, he's a demon incarnate. Get rid of him. So back to the car situation. He's not even mad about his car being messed up. At this point, he's just looking for problems. He's taunting Granddad and instigating like a gold medal's instigator would. He's spitting all up in his face and shit. You know damn well, any normal person is not taking that shit. Honestly, I'm surprised he's even been able to hold back that long, because if it was me, I'd have to send that nigga back to the nursing home. And then, when you think he can't go any lower.
Hold up! I smell new shoes!
Oh, me.
This nigga sniffed out that he had new shoes. That's some Black Avengers type shit. The way he smiles when he realizes he has on new shoes is a good sign of Black Air Force energy about to pop up. He stomped on his shoes with maximum force. That's one of the worst things you can do to a black man. When we get new shoes, we feel like the man. Like we can go to the mall and pick up any girl with unspoken Duke type riz. So finally Granddad gets into the nigga moment. This nigga cocks his fist all the way back and swung the hardest he's ever swung in his entire life. And stinkmeaner pulls off some Ultra Instinct type of movement. Do you understand how hard you have to be swinging and actually fall over afterwards? Granddad was going for blood. Nigga probably gathered all his grandson's energy up in that one punch. After that, stinkmeaner does his weird ass chant like he's been waiting for this moment his entire life and smacks the fuck out of Granddad's leg. Thank God Huey stepped in because he probably would have lost a family member that day. So they're on their way back to the house and it's awkward as hell. Imagine losing a fight that hard in front of your family, now y'all gotta drive back with the car falling apart. That's real close to the ultimate L. Would have been way worse if his girl was watching. Later on in the car ride, Riley starts clowning this man. Granddad talking about some, I got a bad knee. Like, nah, that nigga couldn't see. He was blind. He's getting no pass for that at all. Bro, even the news is getting on the fight. They got this goldfish looking dude talking about him. Imagine you lose a fight and they pull up a picture of you looking like this. Then they show you getting dropped afterwards. The words the reporter said were even worse. He made sure the world knew that nigga was old and blind. The fact that no one's gonna press charges against him because they think that asshole was enough punishment itself is insane. They even got the attention of Uncle Ruckus.
Come on, Robert, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. I know you there in hiding. I seen you on the news getting your black ass whooped by that blind old monkey. That's why they shouldn't let niggas go shopping. Call me back. Don't you walk away from this answer machine.
Bro called to tell him that he got his ass whooped and then was just racist afterwards. At this point, Granddad just looks defeated. As he goes back to the same place that he got dropped at, I see this one thing. That nigga didn't park in his spot again. Maybe that ass whooping did teach him something. So they schedule a rematch in 2 weeks. Granddad decides that he has to go train in order to beat him. Side note, do you know how bad you gotta get dropped to the side that you gotta go through a whole training arc? That means you thought you couldn't do a single thing in that fight differently. And finally, here we are, at the night of the rematch. Everybody's gathering up to see the fight. This dude here even leads his old lady he was pushing just to get a better view of that fight. Like, damn, you couldn't just push a little faster? So they get to squaring off, and even though they're about to fight, this nigga stinkmeaner still trying to show us why he's a gold medalist in instigating. Before he even lands a hit, Huey realizes that he doesn't even have any old man blind ultra instinct powers. This nigga just got lucky. He tries to stop the fight, but it's too late. The ignorance is at an all-time high. Granddad lands an uppercut that makes him stumble back, and then falls up with a cane shot. Honestly, there's no need to even say what he's doing. He's whooping his ass at this point. Finally, Granddad charges up his bootleg John Ken and socks this nigga right in his face. Knocks out all that's left of his teeth, broke his glasses, hell, probably even broke his nose. Granddad's over there feeling proud he just whooped that blind man's ass. Meanwhile, we got a nurse checking in to see if he's even still alive. Come to find out, Granddad put that man in the pack. And that's all I have for this topic. If you liked the video, like and even consider subscribing. Also, comment what other series that you want me to do. Also, if you're interested, consider joining the Discord. I'm trying to build up a little community over there. And that's all I have for you guys today. It's been Keizu.